Jiri, Islam, Merab. But before that, just real quick, a couple things. Okay, first, Azamat Bekoev against Reese. That finish, that should have been a DQ.
Oh my God!
This qualification, bro hit him in the back of the neck, not even the back of the head, bro. Back of the neck 3 times. Hey, ref, what was that? And Cormier and Rogan was glazing Bekoev. Fire the ref. I thought Reese died. Like, legitimately, I was like, oh shit, I think we just witnessed the first death in the UFC. If not, it was like that boxer who was that boxer years back where he got punched repeatedly in the back of the head and he just turned into a vegetable? Who was that? I thought that was Reese. Let me know if I'm right, guys. That should have been a DQ, correct? And as an Arman fan, I agree with Dana. I've seen a few tweets. Arman said he agrees with Dana as well that he should go back to the drawing board, that he doesn't deserve that fight next with Islam. And Arman fans, we got to be real. He shouldn't, okay? Whether the pullout is justified or not, he shouldn't get that fight next. Now, I don't know what fight they're going to make. I think it's going to be Oliveira rematch. I looked at the rankings, but it's going to be Oliveira, Gaethje, or Poirier. I think Poirier would make more sense than Gaethje because even though Gaethje is ahead of the rankings, it's Oliveira, Gaethje, and then Poirier. But, bro, Gaethje lost to Oliveira after that knockout, okay? The Holloway knockout. So, and I don't know if Arman's going to fight Poirier, his teammate. I know they're not friends, but that doesn't really make sense. So it's going to be Oliveira, I think. Unless they do Topuria, which I'm scared for Arman, okay? I'm a Topuria fan as well. I root for the Georgians, friendly neighbor up north. But yeah, I'm scared. I'm scared for the whole division, to be honest. I don't know. On the feet, everybody's in trouble. And finally, before we get into the 3 fights, Payton Talbott, bro, grow your hair back, okay? You're the Samson in that Bible story where Samson cut his hair and turned into a pedestrian. That was Payton Talbott, bro. What was that, dude? You forgot how to fight. Bro, grow your hair back. That wasn't it. Payton Talbott is not the fighter that we thought. A lot of us were like, oh, dude, he's the Sean O'Malley. He's what we think Sean O'Malley is. No, not even close, dude. Payton Talbott. Or Talbot, I'm sorry. Yeah, that wasn't it, bro. Okay. Jiri. I'm going to talk about Jiri first. He was my favorite fighter on the card, besides Arman, but forget Arman, he wasn't fighting. Jiri Prochazka. Paradox, bro. Because bro evolved. He leveled up. For sure. 100% he leveled up. At the same time, it's almost like he leveled down. I don't know if that makes sense. When the fight started, you could tell Jiri was trying to keep his hands up. He was trying to keep his hands up. But then it looked so awkward. It looked so bad that I was like, bro, just keep your hands, drop your hands, bro. Just keep your hands down. It ain't you. And you could tell that he was out of his element. It wasn't him. He was like, this is not me. I should not be doing this. And then it would just go back down. But then he was like, no, I got to keep my hands up. And then like he would try to like keep his hand. But it was so awkward, bro. It's just so weird. I was like, bro, just keep your hands down, please. And he leveled up. His head movement looked amazing. Like he looked twitchy, which you got to be with that head movement. Like twitchy, fast. He had that side to side. Was that like pendulum shift? Was that a side? I don't even know if it was a pendulum step. Whatever that was, let's call it a Jiri step. And his kicks looked a lot smoother. Now my prediction, I got my prediction right. I said eventually Jiri will catch that shot, but in the meantime, he's going to get beat up. He did get beat up in the second round, but after that first round, and even in the second round when he was getting beaten up, I was like, bro, he's going to win. Because Hill was fighting dumb. No leg kicks. I think had one leg kick. He switched to orthodox in the second or third round and had a flush leg kick, but he never threw a leg kick, not even an inside. I mean, it was an open stance for the most part. Hill didn't go to orthodox, and Jiri stayed in orthodox, but Hill didn't throw any leg kicks. I was like, okay, cool. That's good for Jiri fans. But I don't want to take anything away from Jiri. Jiri evolved. His head movement looked great. His bobbing, he did the bobbing, but he was more twitchy with it. And the first round knockdown, from what I remember, where he caught him with the left, he used that bobbing as a really good feint, a head feint. And it was quick and twitchy. And then he caught him with the left. Like, Jiri evolved, for sure. But bro looked so much more chaotic. It's like he evolved, bro. It's like Jiri went to the dark room and was like, hey, I need to work on my defense. I'd be more technical. No more technical. I'd be more chaotic. That's what it was, bro. He looked more chaotic. He looked more awkward out there. Bro, there was one time where Jiri jumped. He wasn't doing none of that woosah shit that we talked about in the slot video. He wasn't doing that. But there was one time where he jumped so awkwardly. I was like, what the hell was that, dude? Bro, he jumped. And it was so fucking weird and awkward. I was like, what the? I was about to rewind it, but I don't want to piss off my father. I watched these fights with my father. He's a massive UFC fan, living his best life in the 70s. I don't want to piss him off. He was just sorrow, because he's a huge Arman fan, understandably, old school Armenian. He was pissed off at Arman. He's a real one, okay? He's not very happy at Arman. But I don't want to piss him off. So I didn't rewind it. But when I saw that, I was like, bro, what the hell was that? But yeah, that happened. And then I thought the fight was over in the first round when he got the knockdown. I jumped up, about to celebrate, scared the shit out of my father. I was like, yes, let's go. And then it wasn't. So I calmed back down. And the third round, when he got that shot, I knew it was over. That third round, when Hill got knocked down, I like Hill too, by the way. I don't get the hate against Hill. Guys, we need people like Hill, okay? We need characters like Hill. Hill's a good dude. So I wasn't happy that, oh yeah, like I wanted to see Hill, because I know a lot of people watch that fight, not only as a Jiri fan, but also to see Hill get knocked out. I don't get that, bro. So I didn't celebrate because, oh yes, Hill got knocked out. No, I'm celebrating because like Jiri got that fucking knockout. Let's go. Jiri got a dominant win. And again, I jumped up and scared the shit out of my father again. Doesn't like a lot of people. Now I'm scared for Alex. Or I'm scared for Jiri fighting Alex a third time, guys. I gotta be real, Jiri fans. Okay, I'm scared. He's gotta level up a little more, guys. His kicks looked a lot better. His head movement looked a lot better. But there's just something, I don't know. Alex just scares me, bro. I got PTSD from the first two fights. Let me know what you guys think. And in post-fight, with the hands-up thing, he even acknowledged it. He was like, yeah, I was getting a lot of slack. A lot of people tell me I need to keep my hands up, and I try to keep my hands up just a little bit. Respect. And then he goes, I need to get punched in the face to feel like Jiri. Bro, you gotta love Jiri. You gotta love Jiri. He acknowledges everything. He's self-aware, humble. Got punched in the face to feel like Jiri, to fight your best? All right, bro. Get punched in the face, I guess. Just with Alex, we're worried. Maybe don't get punched in the face. Just getting punched in the face by Alex isn't a great idea. That's all. And then his post-fight presser, he was asked, hey, well, what about the eye poke? By the way, that eye poke sucked. That was brutal eye poke, but whatever. Jiri's an animal. He goes, if doctor stop me, I tell the doctor, cough. He didn't say that. I think he said that towards the announcer question.
The broadcast team made a comment that you appear to be having drugs in your hands.
Fuck them. I worked on that.
Let's go, Jiri, all right? Fuck them. So yeah, good victory by Jiri. Let's see who he fights next. Shouldn't be Alex, guys. Shouldn't be Alex, please. And I'm not just saying that because I'm scared, but he shouldn't fight Alex. Come on, we got to be fair. He doesn't, I don't know. Let me know, guys. Am I wrong or right? But I think a lot of Jiri fans are in the same boat. He shouldn't fight Alex next. Now, I'll talk about Merab and Umar. I was rooting for Merab, but I went with Umar. I got this pick wrong because I thought Umar just had all the answers, which he did, as far as takedown defense, which he did, guys, okay? He actually had better wrestling, arguably, better wrestling and takedown defense when he was fresh. Yeah, let me know if I'm wrong, okay? I was rooting for Merab, my friendly Georgian neighbor up north, but we got to stay unbiased. I think Umar outclassed him pretty much everywhere when he was fresh in that first round. And the third round, I saw Umar get gassed. I was like, dude, it's over. because Umar looks gassed. And also, he wasn't throwing any uppercuts. A lot of uppercuts were open. When Merab was charging in, he threw no uppercuts. But it makes sense because he broke his wrist. And I thought that was an excuse because a lot of fighters now, they lose like, yeah, I broke my hand, brother. I broke my hand. But then post-fight, you saw the pictures, he definitely broke his hand. That didn't look good. He definitely broke his hand. But like, he missed a lot of uppercuts in the first round as well. Maybe he was just too worried about the takedown. But real quick on Merab. Merab is the bantamweight GOAT. There's no argument. There's zero argument. And the thing is, he was outskilled by Umar. Come on, guys, and Merab fans, you got to admit, Umar has way more, like, he's just more skilled everywhere almost. Maybe even wrestling, I don't know. But well, let's give the offensive wrestling to Merab. But if it is, it's by a hair, not by much. But everywhere else, Umar has him outclassed. That was a great fight. That was 2-2 going into the fifth. So I want to see a rematch because that's the best fight. But Merab is a different animal, bro. And yeah, he's one of the best wrestlers, but his cardio, I've never seen cardio like that. Maybe Colby, but Colby wasn't good enough to be champ. As far as a champ goes, Merab is in a league, in a stratosphere, all by himself. Never seen anything like this in the sport. Merab is just different, bro. He's different. After the fourth round, it was like he had a light sparring for one round. He was on his feet laughing around while Umar was dying on the fucking stool. And I like Umar as well. In that camp, I think Umar is my favorite fighter in that camp right now. But I was rooting for Merab. All the respect to Merab, okay? The dude's the GOAT. Finally, Islam Moicano. Guys, this was going to happen. I told you guys, this fight was anticlimactic. I'm a massive Moicano fan. My second favorite fighter on the card. Guys, he had no chance. Not short notice. I know he said that he trained for the fight before. He trained for Dariush and Islam. But bro, you can't do that. I don't care. You got to be 100% focused on Islam. You got to be 100% focused on who you're training for when it comes to Islam. He didn't stand a chance. He doesn't have the skill set. Now on the feet, he kind of proved my point where Islam is, again, I don't want to take anything away from Islam, but guys, when these strikers, if they don't fight with fear and they strike with volume the way they need to against Islam, I think we might be, again, Islam is great. Nothing to take away about Islam or take away from Islam. But striking, the way we're talking about it, because we're talking about it like he's Canelo out there, bro. We're overrating him a little bit. He has a lot of openings, flaws. Okay, again, no disrespect to Islam. All the respect to Islam. He's the best, pound for pound the best, okay? But, guys, he got knocked down by Moicano. And after that knockdown, I was like, okay, this is over because I know what he's going to do. He's going to go take him down. He's not going to just... Even before that knockdown, bro, Moicano was fighting without fear. He looked bigger. He looks maybe faster out. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was the inside leg kicks. He caught him a few times. But he's going to go take him down. This fight's over. And in that last-minute video I had where I said Moicano is about to get destroyed, but that's a lose-lose for Islam. Even if he wins, even if he gets a quick dominant finish in the first or second round, which is what happened, he has nothing to gain because his detractors are going to say, yeah, it's Moicano, bro. Moicano on very short notice. Like, what do you expect to happen? We got to give the respect to Islam. I hope he stays in that division. I hope he fights the winner of Arman Oliveira. And Islam is not going to fight till June, July, Ramadan next. So in the meantime, March or April, maybe even February, late February, I don't know, probably March, make that Arman whoever fight. And then the winner gets... It should be Arman Oliveira. The winner should get Islam. But Islam, he's the GOAT, guys. He's the GOAT. But as a Khabib fan, Khabib's my favorite fighter of all time. Islam fans, if you're watching, Khabib's my favorite fighter of all time. If you watch the Arman and Islam breakdown video, if you watch the full video, you probably think that was a glazed video. A lot of people just click that video just to leave a comment. That's not a glazed video, guys. That was 99% factual analysis. So you might think I'm an Islam hater. No. Khabib is my favorite fighter of all time. And I'm not going to say this as a Khabib fan. I think Khabib is better than Islam just because Islam is a more well-rounded fighter. Yes, of course. Like, no argument there. No debate. But Khabib is more dominant in that one area. He's a better wrestler and he's got a mental edge. He's more of a savage. But the way I judge GOATs, for me, it's prime for prime. One fight, or even 10 fights. But let's just say one fight. Who you got? Prime for prime, one fight. Khabib, Islam. Who you got? I got Khabib, guys, because Khabib has more dominant wrestling. He's got better control. Here's a good reel that I came across on Instagram, which is just one good example why Khabib is so much more dominant wrestling-wise.
This is a wrestling technique called a switch. Why did it work so well for Poirier against Islam, but not Khabib? Let's take a closer look. The idea with the switch is to use the opponent's forward pressure against them by quickly sitting out. This sudden change in position shifts Islam's weight off of Poirier's back and causes him to fall forward. The next step is underhooking the near side leg. This keeps Poirier attached to Islam's lower body and prevents Islam from circling to his back. As Dustin sits forward, it starts to put a lot of pressure on Islam's shoulder, which encourages him to swim this arm through and allow Dustin to take control of his side to relieve that pressure. Now let's look at what went wrong when he tried this against Khabib. As Dustin sits out and underhooks the near side leg, Khabib's weight shifts off of his back just like it did with Islam. But instead of releasing the body lock to break his fall, Khabib held on and circled toward Dustin's back. Remember, controlling that near side leg is what keeps his opponent from circling behind him. But this right here is where Dustin loses the position. Notice how Dustin's hand is resting in the pit of Khabib's knee. So when Khabib kicks this leg out and straightens it, it releases it from the grip. Without that underhook, there's not nearly enough pressure on Khabib's left shoulder to break the body lock and reverse the position.
He's just better, guys. He's just better on the ground. Again, Islam is probably the best right now, but compared to Khabib, guys, that's how I judge GOATs, okay? Prime for prime, one fight, who you got? I got Khabib. But nothing to take away from Islam. Islam, he deserves to be a GOAT, bro. He's definitely pound for pound number one. He's the best. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think. And appreciate you guys watching. Much love. Peace.